Hi, welcome to A&B Jukebox Repair, your one-stop source for rowe jukebox repair service and replacement parts. We also want to welcome you to our jukebox repair video series, You Can Do It. And truly, you can do this. My name is Bruce Wentworth and I'll be your instructor today. We're going to be, this segment today is going to be on removing a tonearm cam, okay? And before we do that, you got to remove the mechanism. You're not going to do this in the jukebox. You want to remove the mechanism and put it on a table or a bench like we have here. We have one of our video segments. We show you how to do this, how to remove a rowe record mechanism. You can just go to YouTube or go to our website at abjukebox.com and you can view this, this video segment on removing the mechanism. Now that the mechanism's out, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start to get ready to remove the tonearm cam, which is this part here. It's a critical part because what the tonearm cam does is it actually brings the tonearm up and then over and then drops it. So that's all done by the tonearm cam, okay? And then it lifts the tonearm up, swings it back over, and stops like that. This is a tonearm cam, and it has a little, like, it's a prowl, a little spring piece here, nylon spring piece. And you see how this is tapered? Well, the two pins of the tonearm rise along this high ridge here, and as it goes to the taper part, that's what brings it over, as it's coming over. And then, when it's like this, it brings it back over to the left. Okay, before we can do this now, we're going to remove the tonearm assembly. And basically, to do that, we want to put the record in the play position to remove the tonearm assembly, and I'll show you why. Okay, before we do that, I'm also going to remove the needle because I don't want the needle to get damaged, so I'm going to put that aside. Okay, so when it's in the play position, I'll show you why. So now what we're going to do is we're going to push the clip, push it down one side and the other. Then there's a little, sometimes a little right here, a little ground clip you have to bend down to get the wiring out. So you want this to float like this underneath. Okay, now you can grab the tonearm and just work it side to side, bring it straight up. You see how big of a hole there you have to slide this out? That's because it's in the play position. If it wasn't in the play position, you wouldn't have that hole. You see this here? There's very little room to slide this clip through. So that's why you want to put it in a play position like that. Okay, now we got a lot of room. You also get to look at the tonearm cam. The tonearm cam, when it's in its high position, when it's in the play position, you want, there's a little, there's a groove right there in the tonearm cam. This is the groove right here. See that groove? You want that to line up perfectly with the pin, with the edge of the pin. Okay, and if you do that, see the pin? This is a lifter arm, spring lifter arm, and you want the front of the lifter arm pin to be right with the groove when it's in the, what you call the highest position, the play position. There it is, before it comes back. And you see how that's lined up? If you look at it downwise, if you come straight up, you'll see the pin lining perfectly up. If you do not have this adjusted like that, what happens is you lose the gram pressure, the actual gram pressure of the needle on the record. It's supposed to be 5 to 7 grams. You don't have to adjust it by the counterweight. You actually just want to make sure the cam's in that position, tonearm cam. Okay, so now we're going to remove it. Okay, but before we do that, okay, what I want to do is I want to remove this spring arm assembly. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to remove a couple parts here now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the auto cancel circuit board, which is this one here. I'm going to unplug it, which we did, and we're sliding this out. It's only one screw that holds this on. Put that aside. Now you can see the lifter arm assembly, bracket assembly. You have two screws, 1/4 inch screws. You're going to use a 1/4 inch ball nut driver, and you're going to take this out. Okay, you get those two screws out. Now you can put that aside. This is the only way to remove a tonearm cam and to be able to set it properly. Is you've got to take off the cut-off circuit board and the bracket assembly, the lift bracket assembly. Now you get easy access to getting at the cam. Okay, right now there's a little C-clip holding that on. So we're going to go ahead and remove the C-clip. Like that. Okay, now this tonearm cam will slide out just like that. Okay, once you get it out, you can inspect it, but most of the time what happens is this will actually get grooves, and this will get like this groove right here. See that groove right there? That's starting to a chip in this piece here, because this isn't as strong as this area here. So this, it gets chipped here, it gets chipped here and broken here, and it also gets broken on this notch piece here. And that goes into the locking tab. Let me just grab one here. That notch piece has to go into this grooved out area of the cam, little tonearm cam bracket here. So this has to be on there like that. Okay, so this little round cam piece has to be locked into the other cam. Okay, and this is how it works. You have two set screws that are like 90 degrees apart. Okay, you're going to have, if you were just replacing the tonearm cam and this wasn't broken, you could just slide it in like so. Let me just get one here. Like that, and you just lock it into like that. But what happens is most of the time this collar cam piece moves, and once it moves, you have to actually take this off. Okay, so, or in a sense, I guess we could leave it on, but I want to take it off in a minute, so I'm going to take it off for you. And this is how you do it. You take an Allen wrench, okay, and this one here is, let's just see here, this one here is 5/64. So you would loosen one end like that. Okay, loosen one end. Then you want to do is you want to take your 5/32 Allen wrench and putting it back into the up position, and then loosen the other screw. Okay, that one's loose already. So once you do that, you can slide this off. Again, there you go. And there's also a bow washer. Okay, so you got a bow washer, you got the collar cam piece, and you have a tonearm cam. Those are the three parts. We've removed them totally. So for this segment here, we're going to stop, and we're going to have a part 2 on installing it and lining up a tonearm cam. So that's all there is to it. Removing a tonearm cam. If you have any questions, give us a call at A&B Jukebox Repair. We also sell these tonearm cams. We always keep a good supply in stock. If you ever need one, feel free to give us a call. We'll be happy to supply one for you. So at this time, I want to say thank you for joining us today, and stay tuned for our part 2 on installing a tonearm cam and adjusting it. Okay, and I want to thank you, and we'll hope to see you for the next segment. Goodbye.